Caitlin Clark a pawn in WNBA dispute as White backs Indiana Fever star. Indiana Fever head coach Stephanie White spoke out in defense of star point guard Caitlin Clark, who has been thrust into the latest WNBA dispute. Caitlin Clark's name is making waves once more, and Indiana Fever head coach Stephanie White is standing firmly behind her superstar player. Meanwhile, Clark will not play in the second season of Unrivaled after rejecting a reported $1 million contract last year. Clark found herself at the center of the latest controversy last week when WNBA Players Association VP and Minnesota Lynx standout Napheesa Collier's discussion with League Commissioner Cathy Engelbert about an expiring labor agreement took a dramatic turn. During an appearance on Query and Company on 107.5 The Fan Friday, White rushed to defend her elite point guard. It comes as Clark made it crystal clear she plans to stay in the WNBA and battle to elevate the league, as she expressed her thoughts on Engelbert's comments. "I hate it all for Caitlin," White said. "You know, she's a 23-year-old kid who loves to play this game, who is a pawn in a lot of other people's games and a lot of other people's narratives. And I hate that for her. She is so mature for her age. I mean, think back to when we were 23 years old. Holy cow, but she's so mature. She has people in her corner and people that can help her. She gets it. She understands the big picture." Clark, who enjoys an exceptional reputation both on and off the hardwood, was dragged into the controversy when Collier disclosed that Engelbert supposedly stated during a private February meeting that Clark and others should be on their knees for the platform the WNBA has given them, reports the Mirror US. Engelbert refuted making the remark. Clark, who emerged as the sport's most prominent figure through her exceptional performance at the University of Iowa, now commands sponsorship agreements with Nike, Gatorade, State Farm, and numerous others, building a portfolio valued at $16 million off the court, as reported by Collier. Clark's earnings for the 2025 WNBA season were $76,535, a standard figure for top draft picks in their first 4 years. However, the second-year sensation is worth far more than her paycheck suggests, a fact that Collier and others are keen to change. When questioned about Collier's statement challenging Engelbert's claim, Clark simply said no comment. White showered further accolades on Clark, the 2024 WNBA Rookie of the Year, likening her to other game-changing athletes like Tiger Woods and Serena Williams. "You can probably name just maybe a handful more of athletes who have been the game-changers and who have experienced what Caitlin Clark is experiencing," White stated. "Besides them, no one can really relate to what she's going through. I think the biggest thing is we can be there for her," White continued. "We can offer perspective and do what we can to help deflect and navigate. But at the same time, it's a life that she has to lead. And I think she does it admirably, with so much grace and humility." This disagreement arises at a critical juncture for the WNBA and its future, as a new collective bargaining agreement, including player salaries, is due to be negotiated this offseason.